Hey, what's up guys? Terrence Blackwell here, bringing you guys another video. Today we're gonna talk about why 81% of small business owners don't hire, never hire their first employee. So we're gonna talk about 2 ways that you don't fall into this category. Let's get started. So step 1 is gonna be to justify your need. So what this means is, guys, the first thing that I want you to do is get a pen, piece of paper, and write down every single thing that you do within the business. So it's probably gonna be a long list if you're a small business owner, but what this is gonna do, this is gonna allow you to allocate what things you need to do and what things you can pass off. So this is how I usually determine what things that you can hire for. You wanna have a certain level of education about the things that you wanna hire for. So never hire for something that you don't understand completely. So if ads aren't your thing, you wanna try your best to start to learn about ads. So it's so many things that go into something like that. So it's understanding ads, understanding copy, understanding algorithms, all those things. You want to understand that, because if not, you're going to waste a lot of money. What will happen is you'll hire someone that can come and take over that role, and you're going to be completely lost. You never want to put yourself in a position where if someone left your business, then you're vulnerable. Doing this, hiring somebody for a position that you're not aware of, puts you in a very vulnerable situation. So never do it. So first thing is understand what you want to do. The second thing is you want to determine if this is a money generating position. So for an example, when we first got started, we hired 2 assistants. So I needed an assistant. So I said, well, let me just hire 2. One person can do admin stuff. The other person can do more miscellaneous tasks, right? Horrible decision, only because neither one of those positions were money generating positions, and everything that I used to pay staff or pay my salaries were based on things that I did or the company did, right? So that's a horrible decision to make. So one of the first things you want to do, or positions that you want to hire for, could be like social media, but you want to make sure that your social media generates income. So for an example, right now, if you have a social media account and you barely post, or you don't have enough offers or products put out and for people to purchase, then it may not be the best time right now. So you may want to just kind of take that time to get better at creating content on your own before you put yourself in that position to hire someone to do it. Now, I know you're probably saying, Terrence, I hate doing social media. I completely understand. One thing that I can tell you to do that may make it easier or help you out is to batch content. So for an example, take a day out of your week and only do social media content. So this is your email marketing, your social media, text message marketing, all those things. Literally map all those things out for that week, for 2 weeks or whatever. And what this is going to do, this is going to give you an opportunity to take a break. It's going to give you an opportunity to make sure that you have the content to put out. Then you also can take it a step further by scheduling the content, right? All right, so those are 2 aspects that you want to look at when you hire. Make sure that it's someone who's going to be able to generate income, someone who's able to help you grow your business. All right, so the next step is going to be very important. So you want to make sure that you're able to create your systems around the person that you're going to hire, right? So you never want to hire anyone without an idea or direction of where you want to go. So the next thing that you want to do is create an actual job description. Create the job description detailing exactly what you want this person to do, for how long, if this is going to be a position that you're only going to do for a certain period of time. Let's say if it's for a launch and you're only going to do it for 2 months, then all those things should be detailed within the job description. The next thing that you want to do is create a standard operating procedure, the SOP. The SOP is going to be the step-by-step guide for this person, so then they're going to know exactly what to do in their role every step of the way. So the SOP should be so detailed that someone can literally read that SOP and be able to do the job without even asking you a question. So for an example, if it's something as simple as if they handle social media, then if you have like a software that you use for passwords to keep it protected, for an example, like 1Password. So in the SOP, it'll say you log into 1Password or go into your Google browser, type everything in, then go to Instagram or create your content with Canva. It should be scheduled to go out every 3 days. Literally every single thing that you can think about should be done. So you want to think about your SOPs, having it as as detail to think about. If you're going to have a 13-year-old or 14-year-old create or do this job for you, then they should be able to do it and understand it. So this is going to help you in the long term, because this is going to put you in a position where you can now forget about that job and then you can go and do something else. Now, the other thing that you're going to want to do is that you're going to want to do check-ins. So I always recommend doing weekly meetings. We're actually going to do a video on that too, so to teach you guys how to do weekly meetings. But you should do a weekly meeting. In the weekly meeting, it should be a check-in. How's the job going? What are things that they can get from you to better do the job? What are some things that they've seen that will be that could use improvement? These are all just different things that can be added to the job to make sure that they're able to give you the most, and so that you're able to get the most out of them as well. So this is going to be very important. So create your SOP, create your job description. These two things alone is going to help you so that you can identify how to hire the right person for the job. All right, so I know I said two, but I actually have a bonus that I want to give you guys as well. So within the job description, I always recommend hiring two for the position. Sometimes like people, once they actually see the job, they may not be interested anymore, or they may look at something may come up in their life, whatever may happen, right? So it's always a good practice to hire two for whatever position that you want to hire, and also let them know, hey, look, we're going to hire one person for this position. We're going to see who's the best candidate, and you pay them within that period of time, so that, and this does a couple things for you. So if you do have to get rid of that person, you've already taken them through the process of interviewing them, making sure they're a good fit, and you may have even started the process for onboarding. So if you need to hire for that position really quick, guess what? You go back to that person that you've already started the process with, that you didn't pick, from the two. So that'll help you out. The other thing is, make sure that you have the funds allocated for the position. So for an example, if you know that you're going to pay this person $2,000 a month, make sure you have that allocated, and that your business is doing enough revenue so that you have the allocation to pay that person $2,000 a month. So guys, we hope this was a good video. I hope these were good tips. If these were good tips, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you like, subscribe, and also comment, guys. Like, you guys have other tips, make sure you comment below. Share this with the audience and community, and hopefully this was good for you guys. So again, this is Terrence with Blackwood Legacy Group, and we are out. Peace.